Heading west into Mississippi. We're at the first rest stop entering Oklahoma. We need fuel like now.
We needed it a while ago.
There is a dump station here and there's also non-potable water here, but...
Welcome to the channel of the Roving Veterans.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Bethany.
And don't forget about our dog, the Traveling Maverick.
We chose our name because we RV, and we're also both military veterans.
We bought our first camper in 2020 and been full-time ever since.
We really would have liked to stay a little longer and hung out with my uncle, but I'm seeing teens in the forecast. Not doing that. Cold? Alright, so explain why we're paying $10 to dump instead of going down the road and finding a free dump station tomorrow.
We're about to get on the road and make a lot of miles, and I just don't want to carry the extra weight. I feel like it'll give me better fuel mileage.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be easier on everything we have if we're carrying less weight. And this is waste. Why carry it? Be better to dump it here. This allows me to get some fuel too. They had a dog park. It was a win-win, you know.
So we're at Love's getting gas, or should I say diesel. And we happen to realize, did you know that Love's has a 24-hour roadside assistance? We didn't. As long as we've been doing this, I didn't know that, but that's... No, not you. That's good information for everybody. Who knew? So we're about to be going over that bridge in the distance.
Look at all this beautiful Tennessee farmland. Wow. Looks chilly out there though.
Yeah, it does. Heading west into Mississippi. Let's do it.
There's a barge. Wow, there's a bunch of barges.
Wait, we are going to Missouri. Did you know that?
Missouri.
Here's the mighty Mississippi. And we're officially in Missouri.
Missed it.
Welcome to Arkansas.
Whoops, I was upside down. Oops.
We made it to Arkansas once again. Going through Arkansas. Look at all these starlings. Wow. Millions. Beautiful afternoon here.
I've never seen so many birds in my life.
Rolling in the Chevy.
Well, we are officially out of Tennessee, through the little boot spur of Missouri, and officially into Arkansas. We are planning on staying in Arkansas tonight. Not sure where yet. We're just going to drive till we're tired kind of situation, because who knows. We got on the road, kind of like close to 2. So
This has been like a grand tour of America's great farmlands. From
Yes.
Tennessee, going through Missouri and Arkansas.
Yeah.
Farmland as far as I can see. It's beautiful out here.
it is. I want somebody to make it make sense. Tell me where you're getting your gas at. 259, 317, or across the street at 312 and 379. You can't see it really, but yeah. Who's that dumb? That's where there's no cars there. Anyway, on the road again. Let's go. This road is absolutely terrible. This one, can't see it.
I think this is I-43.
I-43.
Oklahoma, right?
I-40 westbound Oklahoma. Well, really ain't even in Arkansas. Absolutely terrible road. It's gonna jar everything. Okay, noted. All right, so we made it to our stop for the night. We're at the first rest stop entering Oklahoma. Rob's back there hiding. Maybe he'll come up here, we can see him. So we're at the first rest stop in Oklahoma, and it's way warmer here already than it was when we left Tennessee, and we're happy we're not going to deal with that weather tomorrow. But I just kind of wanted to show y'all tonight. I'll make a video of this place tomorrow when you can see it better, but I just wanted to kind of show you tonight how lit it is, because I know for a lot of solo travelers or even female travelers, people who just scare easily,
wonder about how light it is. So let me show you how light this is. This is at night, and it is plenty lit. You don't have to worry about it at all. Like at all. Now, one thing I will say is the bathrooms do close at a certain time. I'm not sure what time. So they're closed right now, but we're in a camper. We're not worried about that. So we're sitting here at a rest stop in Oklahoma eating dinner from
Thanksgiving leftovers.
Yeah. So this is what we made at my Uncle Bubba's house last night. Well, yesterday. We're eating it again. I made us to-go plates. So everybody kept saying, you made so much food. Because there was only seven, 8 of us. But I said, I knew we were going to be on the road this week. And this way, I literally meal prepped. I made Thanksgiving for everybody, but I also meal prepped. And now we're eating Thanksgiving again, and all of the Thanksgiving things on one plate, put it on a Corel plate, threw it in the microwave. Travel days, perfect ending of the night, because we didn't want to stop tonight because we got started a little later than we thought, but we didn't stop till about 9:30. Now it's 10:30 and we're just now sitting down to eat because we walked Maverick, did all that stuff. This, great idea. If you're thinking ahead, meal prep for travel days so you can still have a home cooked meal after a long day. It's a great idea. What do you think, Rob? So me and Maverick are in the truck waiting on Rob to get finished checking out everything to make sure everything's good. And we're going to be from Oklahoma today to New Mexico. So we're planning to drive all the way, the rest of the way through Oklahoma, then the Panhandle of Texas, and then we're heading straight south to hit White Sands. Unless something changes, like weather or whatever. So let's go. There is a dump station here, and there's also non-potable water here, but back where we were parked, there was actually a spot right in front of us that had a drinking water spigot, faucet for those of you that don't know country slang, spigot. So you can dump there, you can refill water there. It's actually a great little spot. If you ever wanted to travel to Lake Eufaula in Oklahoma, just know that you're probably not doing any kind of boating exercises or
Sure, that's not
fishing.
Sure, that's not a black tank.
Looks like a black tank to me.
Black holding tank out there.
That's gross looking. I have lots of questions now. I wish you could have seen Rob just now, because he kind of got a little scared because exit 240A is closed. Exit 240B, which one we're on, is open. But we in the low range and we need fuel like now.
We needed it a while ago.
So the roads out here on 40 West are pretty terrible. And Rob had a tip for you that I'm going to let him tell you, because I didn't know it. So if I didn't know it, somebody else didn't either.
When I'm towing a trailer and I see some big whoops coming or some big bumps coming, and I know it's going to be hard on my truck and trailer, I will usually get on the gas and try to straighten out the bouncing and the jerking that's occurring. Instead of pressing the brakes or just letting the truck roll, if you'll get on the gas a little bit, it'll kind of straighten that trailer out behind you and drag it. And smooth it out a little bit. You don't want to get stuck in that real bouncy or to where the trailer's pushing you forwards or side to side like that. It's time to go on a journey. The world's my show with a map and a smile on my way. Oklahoma, Texas.
Oh my gosh, hang on. I think they're growing like weeds.
I'm just saying. I want that truck. And only because it's Christmas lights. I freaking love it. Not suggested. Not suggested at all. But we didn't hit, so we made it. Thought we were for a minute. We made it.
Welcome to New Mexico.
Welcome to New Mexico.
You can't see me, but we made it to New Mexico. San Jon, New Mexico to be exact. Same place we stayed last time. On the way to Tennessee. And so now it's time to get the camper back in the dark. Last time it was dark too, but this time it's way colder. Parking in a different spot this time. Last time we were over there. But last time there was somebody right here. Now we're taking this spot. But there's nobody here because it's so cold. Alright, almost there. He's just going to pull forward a little bit and then back up. One thing I feel the need to tell you is this San Jon City Park, they turn off all of the water in winter. So when we were here a month or so ago, the bathrooms were open, they had a water spigot, all that. In winter, they do not. So if you're coming here thinking there's a restroom, you should not. However, it is still a nice little area if you have off-grid capabilities. All right, time to leave the old San Jon, New Mexico. All right, y'all, pulling out. I don't feel good at all today. On a normal day, my butt would still be in bed and in bed all day, but it's cold here. We're trying to get to quartzite where it's a lot warmer, and then I'll be sick in bed. It's only like 11 hours from here, so we can make it the next couple days. If not today, I mean, could we do it today? Yeah, but I don't feel like that, so we're not going to. He made that one, no problem. No problem at all. Oh, they did provide porta potties since they turned the water off. So on second thought, you still got restroom, you just don't have cold water or running water. Rob's a little bit worried about this incline with the mini split, but let's see. Oh no, that was no problem at all. Like at all. I want to point out how cloudy it is right now, and the fact that we're getting still 650 watts of solar. That's pretty good.
There it is, White Sands National Park. Here we go.
So we're not going to go to White Sands this time. We've been before, and it is one of my top 5 for sure.
I really wish I was going.
If I felt better, I think we would. So this is not just a super steep grade, but it's just for a long ways. And a lot of the big trucks.
Look at the deer, son. The missile, look at that.
Yeah, so a lot of, see that? So a lot of these trucks were seen going really slow. We also just saw one on the side of the road that was one of those semi trucks doing something with a tow truck in front of it. So we're about to be on the pass now. We're almost over the pass.
Oh, wow.
Or crest, depending on what part of the country you're from.
I like when I come over the top and get to see the view. That's what it's all about, huh?
Pretty, pretty.
Oh, wow. Mountains in the distance.
That looks like the craziest thing I've ever seen. Wow.
That needs to be a good stop.
Oh, wow. That looks like... Wow, it looks like smoke, but I know it's like fog and clouds. We just woke up this morning to a beautiful sunrise.
Wow, look at those mountains.
Right?
Wow, look at the sunrise coming through the fog this morning.
I know, right? Don't it look neat?
Mm-hmm.
This is Baylor Pass in New Mexico. Let me show you. So the sunset this morning has been beautiful. Look at that. And the temperature, wow. The temperature changed drastically from when the sun was behind that mountain to when it came outside the mountain. I originally had my jacket on. Oh no, it came off. It's 46 out here today, but even at 46, it doesn't feel cold because of that sun. And we're out of the southeast where the humidity makes it freezing. I'm gonna say if you're wanting to do this Baylor Pass, it's not very mobility friendly, so if you're wanting to do this, definitely have hiking sticks if mobility is an issue for you, because I mean it's kind of sandy through here, but there are also large areas with rocks, so just be cautious. One thing I'm gonna say this morning is we're not doing this whole hike. I don't know if you can tell in this video or not, but I've been sick. All the snot, all the sneezing, all the things. We're really just trying to get Maverick to go to the bathroom now. If I didn't feel like total dump, then we might do this, but I don't have it in me right now. I'm already having a hard time breathing.
Mountain views are beautiful.
Yes. I'm already having a hard time breathing and we just barely started. See the camper back there?
Check out this mountain view.
So on this trail they're saying, yes you can hike, yes you can bring your horse, no bikes, and no off-road vehicles or vehicles. If you need power, I hate to break it to you, but you're fresh out of luck. It don't connect any further. Once upon a time they probably had this built up to where it wouldn't erode, but it still has eroded over time, and now it's become where it looks something like this. It's eroding under it too. So when you get out here, and this little guy, they have where you can sign up how many people you brought, where you're from, all that. We're from Tennessee, hiking on my mom's birthday. Kinda hiking. We really were just pooping Maverick, and then we're getting back on the road because we are headed to Quartzite to spend the rest of the winter, or at least quite a bit of the winter. I don't know, it's already December, so. I'm not sure what he's doing, because I don't feel like he has to back up at all, but he is, so. Now, there was one vehicle when we got here last night, and I just want you to see how many are out here now. They started showing up quite early this morning, to be completely honest. Quite a bit of people out here. So just know it's not going to be very private. And if you do come out here intending to camp, you're probably going to want to get here closer to dark when all the hikers are gone, or you're really not going to be able to find a place to camp unless you're like a camper van or something. If you're in something as big as ours, there's no chance you're going to make it.
Continue on Baylor Canyon Road for 2 miles.
If you tailgate a cop, I'm just saying, you're literally asking to get pulled over. Dude's a cop. What are you thinking right now? Speed limit just turned to 45. We're going 52. What's gonna happen here? Here's the thing, this dude knows too. He knows. He ain't gonna try to. None of these people trying to get around realize that there's a cop right there. They're all getting mad whenever they get up there, I guarantee you, and they're like, dang it, there's a cop.
Get out of the way though, we can't be on the brakes on a downhill like this. I can't stop like that.
This is it's 45 and we're going 50. Nothing like a cop to slow traffic down. It said state police. I've only seen cops. Oh, wait, here comes this guy. He's like, what is going on? What you just do?
I must have been watching it like Bethany.
What do you mean by that?
Just rolled over 10,000 miles on the Chevy. That's a landmark, I feel like.
You just put 10,000 miles on your brand new truck that you bought with, what, 61 miles?
Something like that, yeah.
61 miles on it, we got it?
Something like that.
Huh.
We put 10,000 on her, crossing the country back and forth. What do you think?
Yeah, we have. And it's only 6 hours and 38 minutes to Quartzite. What do you think about that?
I'm excited to get there.
Me too.
Excited.
You probably can't see it, but that says Fraggle Rock. But I just want you to see how it like flattens out again right before the mountains, and you can see like just the desert out there. Apparently just a few miles from the Continental Divide, so I'll show you that when we get there.
Does that mean it's all downhill from here?
I hope so. I guess we're gonna find out. That would mean better gas mileage for sure.
I hope so.
They give you all these warnings that, hey, this might be a really dangerous spot at certain times. Now, in saying that, last year we were coming right about through here, and we had no choice but to stop at an a rest stop, and we had to spend the night there because it turned from really windy to raining to snowing, or sleeting and then snowing. Yeah.
I feel like I'm out west now. How about you?
Yeah, the only reason there's even a raise up there at all is because that's the train tracks, so they want to make sure the train can always get through no matter what the weather is. So who knew that Amtrak ran in the middle of the desert? Look at this.
I wonder how much that is to ride. I would love to do that.
That would be so cool.
That would be incredible.
Never once did I know Amtrak ran passenger trains out in this.
That would be awesome to do.
We made it to Arizona. Welcome to
Potholes. Welcome to Arizona.
Oh, welcome to Arizona. Welcome to my potholes, dear. Welcome to my potholes.
I'm glad to be back, though.
Yep.
Rocks everywhere.
Rocks everywhere. I almost feel like we're back in southern Wyoming, Colorado. It looks a lot like that out there. A lot like that.
Chiricahua?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd say it looks like Chiricahua, but maybe close. Tell me this out here don't look like Wyoming where we were this summer. It really does. There were like big boulders everywhere. This is what happens when you forget to lock your fridge. I forgot to lock the fridge. And now, I'm gonna have a whole mess to clean up. Welcome to Arizona. So in Arizona, you gotta do what you gotta do for Christmas, right? How cute is this? They decorated their cactus with Santa hats. They really didn't forget anything. They even remembered the fire hydrant. All right, we're leaving our friend's house. Leaving the suburbs of Phoenix, heading to Quartzite. Made it.
And this is just some of the pictures that we took on our trip. If you're still watching at this point, I would like to thank you for supporting our channel. It really helps y'all watching and liking our videos, and hopefully it'll help us make more travel content in the future.
If this is the first you found our channel, we are Bethany and Rob. We are a full-time RV living channel. We post videos every Tuesday. So if seeing travel content sounds like something that's right up your alley, make sure you hit the subscribe button and see what we got coming next. This video is kind of the ending to our 2024 travel season. Next episode, we'll be in Quartzite, Arizona, which we're going to consider starting our 2025 travel season, mainly because it's what started our 2024 travel season as well. Well, we're going to let y'all finish out with pictures now, and we'll see you again next week.